Why is it that every single... Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? This is LJL Chess, and this is the first segment of my 2200 plus knockouts. And what I do, and what the purpose of these videos is show you how I defeated some 2200 rated players or 20 plus 2200 rated players. And I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to include one game where I don't think the guy was at least 2200, but he was an international master. He was actually winning for most of the game, and then he just made one blunder at the end. Alright, without further ado, let me show you this game. The first game of my 2200 plus knockouts. Now, starting position right here. My opponent was rated 2212, and at the time I was 2109. E4, that's my test. E6, D4. This is known as the French defense. Now, this is called the advanced variation because you advance your pawn to E5. Alright, he plays C5 because the whole point is, oh yeah, just attack the D4 pawn. So now, he plays C3. It helps defend the D4 pawn. Now, here's my idea. If your opponent plays knight C6 before queen B6, you play bishop E3. Now, if he plays queen B6, you play queen D2, and this pawn is adequately defended. So since he didn't play queen B6, I don't have to play queen D2. Also, queen D2 defends the B2 pawn. So he plays knight, and I play knight F3. He plays C4. Alright, has some good things to it. I like it, and I don't. I prefer to take on here. But also the bishop can't move here, which is smart. I like that. Alright, now I play bishop B2 because I'm just preparing the castle. He plays F3. He plays F6. Alright, and now I castle. Because I should have played bishop F4. But it's alright. It's all good. He plays queen C7 because his idea is, alright, F takes C5, D takes C5, knight takes C5, knight takes C5, and queen takes C5, and he wins a pawn, which makes sense. So now, the easiest way to defeat that, bishop F4. So now, his idea is just to try to remove the defender of the E5 pawns. That way, he can gain material, which makes sense. Now, oh, hey, oh, no, you can't do that. All right, now, after bishop G3, he plays queen D8. I'm trying to figure out why he did that. Maybe he wants to move the queen over here, something like that. Now, I would have just moved the knight out, or maybe move the knight out here, maybe move the bishop out somehow, whatever. And because you got to help your pieces so they can help you. All right, E takes F6. He takes with the queen. I would have taken with the knight. Okay, because now notice how his queen and rook are on the same diagonal, but he doesn't have to keep it there. So I played knight E5 because heck, as long as my knight's on E5, his pawn can't move forward here. So since his pawn can't move forward, his bishop can't really do much. It might be able to reach the A4 square if the knight gets on B6 somehow. It might do that. But hey. So he castles queenside, which is fine. It's good. That could also be the reason why he played queen F6 so he can castle. But that was actually, alright, castling queenside was actually a blunder on his part. Okay? A blunder on his part. Because knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, and bishop. But I decided, I was just thinking, just help my pieces so they can help me. He plays H5. Now I realize it now. It's a blunder. Kaboom! Knight takes C6. Bishop takes C6. Booyah! Now, bishop B5. He plays queen H6 because now I get the rook. And after I take the rook, he takes my bishop in return. And now I play knight f3. Here's why. I plan on putting my knight to e5. Because as long as my knight's on e5, this pawn stays weak. This bishop can't do much. And it restricts everything that he has. So he plays g4, which is attacking my knight. I like that. That's decent. Alright, I play knight e5 now, because that is part of my plan. He plays bishop e8. Now, it may look like a bad retreat, because all his power pieces are on the back rank, which is true. But I can't move my knight to c6, d7, e7, or f6. Alright, I can't move my knight to c6, d7, f7, or g6. Sorry, my fault, my bad. Alright, now. So now I just play f4, because even if he takes here, I get my bishop to a better square. I attack this pawn. Now my rook is on a semi-open file. I can do a lot of things here. Definitely, everything is going in my favor. I play queen d2 because, yeah, as the arrow suggests, I protect this pawn once more. The rooks can see each other, and now my position is just getting better. He plays knight f5, which is, I like that. It's a nice post for his knight. So I'm thinking here, all right, what do I do? He's got the king side pretty much locked up. So when that happens, attack on the queen side. b3, boom. Now he takes. All right, before it takes. All right, one of the ideas. All right, b takes c4, d takes c4, bishop takes, and I could stack the rooks up in this file, stuff like that. That's the reason why he took. So now as I take on a takes b3, bam, this rook has this file. So now he plays king b8 to protect that pawn right there. So I play queen a2. a6. Now, see how everything's highlighted right here. Try to guess. Take a few seconds and try to guess what my next move was. Hint, busting the queen side wide open. I'll give you guys a few seconds. Okay, the move is bishop takes a6. I mean, with the king wide open, he can't really do much. So instead of taking the bishop, which I think would be even worse, he plays queen g7. Because now that pawn's defended. Because if I play here, at least he has some defense around his king. So I just play bishop d3 because the nice retreat. I still control some good squares. Because these are all the squares I control at the moment. That are surrounding the king. So it's going to be worse for him. Okay, now bishop d6, which makes sense. Because he's getting his pieces out, possibly adding some extra protection. The only piece that can rival this knight, with the exception of that bishop, by sacrificing it, everything, is this knight. So you want to know what I do? I take it. That's the idea. Now there's nothing that can rival this knight. Let's say he takes right here. Kaboom. Now I have a passed pawn. So I play queen a8 check. King c7 is forced. Queen a5 check. King c8. I do queen takes d5. He plays g3. Now, white to move and just to destroy. White to move and to destroy his position at this point in time. And this is where you gain even more material. I'll give you a few seconds to try to figure it out. Okay, the move is Rook A8 check. King Bishop. Now, the reason why he did not play, well, even if you played King C7, just Rook takes D8, King takes D8, Queen takes. So now this is a bit of a trick. Now, white to move. Oh, I'll pull the Gotham chess. Rook takes B8. Check. Alright, King takes B8. Oh, no, he resigns here. The reason why is because if he takes, King takes B8, Queen takes, King A7, Queen, and he's down way too much material. As a matter of fact, I don't even have to take it. I could just go right here and get the rook out. Oh yeah, that's checkmate. that would be a little bit better of an ending, I think. Alright. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. I'll be putting this video on YouTube, and now